Oh, how's everybody doing? I can't fix my chair. There we go. All right. 6 more minutes. All right. Feel free to hang out in the chat. Let me know who's here. Yay, woo. Oh my god. Hey, mom's here. Or she's at work. Oh shit. Turn that down a moment. Alright. I'm just checking a couple of numbers. We need 195 more hours viewed. Like, I don't know. What days? Like Sunday, Monday. I have to work Tuesday night. That sucks. Otherwise, I would just stream until we hit that 195 hours. So we need like 19 people to watch me for 10 hours. Or 10 people for 19 hours. Or 100 people watch me for 2 hours. Let's get out of here. Alright, play with some numbers. Oh, mom is here. Alright, so everybody over the next 3 days, this needs to play this thing in the background. Pick like any of the episodes or the lo-fi videos. All right, so I need, okay, they're 10 hours each. So I need 19 people to just run the lo-fi video in the background for 10 hours. In theory, that would work. I don't know. That's just so that way, that's the threshold for monetizing the actual views and time that people watch the YouTube channel. It looks like it's gonna be like $20 a month that YouTube would pay me. I don't know. That was just, those were some early numbers. So I don't know. I figured when I hit it, I'd start researching it more, or just wait for the first month, I guess. We got a lot of stuff coming up next year for 2025. I'm gonna try to build up the Patreon, the live streams. Oh man, I stretched earlier and I tilted my one of my wall paintings. Oh, that's gonna bother me because I can see it, like it's in my peripherals. Oh no. All right, see you guys in a second. Hello, and welcome to Whimsy Live. It's Mind Pockets. I'm just looking at the numbers on my computer here, and it seems like it's running really hard. It does not like this animation. Hold on. It really doesn't like this animation much at all, which is weird, but it is what it is, I suppose. So I have to keep it turned off in the back, which just means it's an extra click for me to mess up. But whatever. um, I do, and it is confirmed that I have to work tonight. I said the same thing last week. There's a mind pocket, I think, pretty early that uh, Just highlights that I clearly have no idea what I'm doing half of the time with life. Mind Pockets. Anybody new listening finds this. We've done 40 of these things. How crazy is that? 40. I record random thoughts throughout the week. I play them, and then I just comment on them. Easiest show to write. I don't have to do anything. Um, the Monday show on the 30th. Hey, I just had a shipment arrive. Um, Monday show. It's almost done. Like I've already. It's like 99% complete. So Monday show will be fun. Might go slightly long. Um, but it's going to be the top 10 things that I watched this year. So, if you're curious on what I watched, just about everything. A lot of stuff. A lot like a lot of stuff. There were some huge duds and some huge wins. So we'll kind of go over some of those. I got some honorable mentions. But if you're curious on the God, I don't like I don't like this hand. Like I need to fix the camera. Right, hold on. We're gonna try it. Oh, don't break. Don't break. Is that the wrong way? That's the wrong way. Like this thing hasn't been set up for like 6 hours, and I waited for 10 minutes into the show to fix it. All right, so Kitschy is the oh look at that. I got two. Oh, it's all about the hands. I get these like it's been a week, guys. We had Christmas. We had holiday pod. It's been a crazy week, but I do have to work tonight, so I don't know what I was just saying. Monday show, fix my hands. That's all I got for you guys. So uh, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll see what happens. All right, here we go. So I learned nothing from October and November, like playing with routine and fucking with the universe. I thought I had to work last week, like, and then I didn't have to work. So then I was like, let's change the routine and pick up Liam. No, he fell asleep. So, like, I drove out to get him and had to drive home to come back to get him again. Oh, it's a rough weekend. Hello, Nikki. Um, like, there's this weird superpower that I have where I've called it out every time. That if I say something on a podcast or a live stream, like it will happen, or like something, it's like something happens. So last week, I'm like, oh, I have to go to work. So last Saturday, I finished the live stream. I go to work. I get there, and there's three of us, and I'm like, why is there three of us? And I didn't have to work, which makes sense because I wanted to have prepped for the podcast that would have been on Sunday. No idea. So I get to work at like 11 o'clock, right? Then I'm like, hey, I did some gift exchange. I needed to wait. Boss was there to talk to her for a minute. So I called Liam and said, hey, I'm already halfway out here. what about you come over tonight instead of me going there in the morning? So we're like, yeah, we're gonna do it. So I'm like 12:30 ish, and he's like, yeah. Like he FaceTimed me. He was awake. He's watching videos. He brags that he's been up until like 3 a.m. every night. Like, so I drive like 40 more miles to go get him, and then I get there, text, phone call, knock on the window. This fucker went to sleep. I sit out there for an hour. You never know. Like maybe he rolls over and checks his phone and sees like 30 calls from dad. I knock on the window. Maybe he wakes up from a top. Nothing. So it's like 1:30 now, and then I decide to go 65 miles back home, take a nap, and then have to get up in the morning to go 65 miles back to pick him up in the morning, Sunday morning. Like I can't really fault him for it. Like so, the moral of the story is I have a very routine like existence right now. Um, it's I've always been fairly routine. Um, I mean, it's really easy when you work two jobs because it's just like make sure you go to work. But like since like podcasting, like everything's like super routine now, right? Because it's like uh, I have to record twice a week. Like I'm staying so far out of trouble these days is because this is where I'm at all the time now. Like it's like um, you know where I'm going to be Monday at noon. You know where I'm like like okay. Let's just break it down real quick. You know I'm at mom's in the morning on Mondays. I'm here at noon Monday. Tuesday work, Wednesday work, Thursday, Friday work, and then Saturday. You know that I'm here at 8, and then I have to pick up the kids on Sunday. So like like my entire life is like super like boom like we're like so the idea like part of the idea like it would have been cool to hang out with Liam longer, right? I was already halfway out there, like, and then to be able to like hang out the night we could have set up the podcast stuff, prepped a little bit, uh, and then it just all falls apart. So the moral of the story is don't fuck with my routine. I guess I don't know. I could I should have just came back home, right? The routine says if I wasn't supposed to work, then I come back here, I work on Monday's show, and then I go to sleep, and then I go get him in the morning. So, you know, like I knew this too. Like we joke about it. Don't mess with the routine. And then like I don't know. Um, but we did do the podcast on Sunday with like 14 people. Had all the microphones. Like the setup was for the most part legit. It was good. I edited it down. Sounded awesome. Um, okay, when I say it sounded awesome, you could tell there was a bunch of us, and when you listen to it, it was like you're there. So like there was like no static. You can hear everybody fairly like clearly, but there were moments of just absolute chaos in which these two people over here are talking and singing, and these ones are talking, and then these people are over here. Like it, I had a blast. Um, Liam was a little because he was the game master. Um, I don't know. I think the podcast was awesome. I think it was a success. Um, absolute fun. So everything worked out. But then here's what. Okay, hold on. Let's get a calendar real quick because I don't think I bring it up again. Okay, so the 21st, I drive. 22, I drive, and then I keep them Monday, and then I have to go out there Monday. So I make a 120-mile drive on Sunday, Monday, or Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then I have to take him home again on Wednesday. I don't know how many. How was that? One, two, 360 plus. Like it's like what 360, 480. Like that's like the craziest thing in the world. I don't know. It all worked out. It was fine. Uh, I don't even remember what all these line pockets are. Christmas is fantastic in case I don't talk about it, but whatever. But yes, we're gonna start it off with I shouldn't have done anything. Should have just came home when I realized I wasn't supposed to work. I think I'm officially a podcaster now. I totally just recorded 14 people, edited it down. Sounds good. Way better than I thought it would. Like to be fair, uh, but yeah, huge fucking kudos and huge thanks to Ming Chen, uh, moral support and the advice on how to get it all done. All right, I just already talked about that. Seat for 12, but then we had a 13th and 14th running around. So um, I don't know. It was kind of nice though because I was nervous about it for a minute, or I guess like the whole week. Uh, but yeah, Ming Chen, I sent him a copy. He listened, gave me a thumbs up. Um, I don't know. That's all I got. Like I knew I was a podcaster, but like the idea that like because you don't see a lot of 14, 12, 14 people podcasts anywhere. I think I made a comment that Tell 'em Steve Dave typically does like 9 or 10. So I think at one table we're already recorded more than Tell 'em Steve Davis had because they would run theirs in shifts. So they'd have like 15 people there, but they would play a game and then kick a bunch of people out and then bring a bunch of people back in. But actually at one table, fucking chasing the whimsy man, nailed it. I sleep like a dog. So I fell asleep in the living room on the chair, and like I twitch a lot, but I felt like I was twitching like a dog twitches when it's dreaming. Like I'm just sitting in this chair, just like running, and like I woke myself up like twice, and then I kept doing it. Like I fall asleep in the chair all the time. Never like recently have I like twit. I don't know. I used to twitch myself asleep all the time. But I don't know. But yeah, I sleep like a dog now, I guess. I'll play them off, and then like, so that would have been Monday night. So Monday night, I don't even know what I was doing, but I fell asleep in the chair, and then no joke, like I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden I feel like my arm, like it wasn't just okay. When I sleep, I twitch a lot, right? And like that's normal, right? Okay, but like when I was sleeping in this chair, like straight up, I don't even know what I was dreaming about. To be fair, I should have mind pocketed that. Like I need a dream journal, but it wasn't just like a twitch and then I woke up. Like I was straight. I have I have no idea what was happening. Like, and then I fell back asleep again in the chair, and it happened again. Like it was enough that I had to make sure I mind pocketed it. That it's not just like a twitch. It was a straight like if those of you with dogs. Next time they're sleeping, watch them because when they're dreaming, they start running and shit. That was me, like hardcore. Like I have no idea. It was the funniest thing in the world to me at the moment. Um, and the fact that I went back to sleep and it happened again, and then eventually I roll over to the room. But oh, that's absolutely funny. I sleep like a dog. Whoop whoop! I think I found someone to help with the social media stuff. I was able to put some shorts together. Finally got a hold of her, the chick that was doing it a couple I don't know, 2 months ago. Um, Holidays are over, so I actually talked to her, let her know a little bit about what I was needing. So she thinks it's not a lot. It's just like the like it's so weird. The amount of work that I need help with is like fucking like 2 hours a month, and like so, she says she thinks she can handle it. So we'll find out. But um, a better confirmation than anybody else that I've talked to, or who ever showed an interest in it. So I don't know. If you follow the socials, like I used to post shorts all the time, and then for a minute there was a lady, Jenna, that would send me the comments. That's all I need a lot of it done, but the comments is the most irritating thing for me to write. So she typed a lot of those, and I would pay her per per one of those. I finally got a hold of her. I chatted with her, gave her a little vision of what we're looking for at Whimsy. Gave her a run through of like would you want to take over all the shorts? Like you got to you have to take the YouTube link and drop it onto a website that makes the clips, and then you take the clips and then you take it in and put it into Canva, right? And it's all like template stuff. So you just like straight just copy paste it into Canva. You change the title of it in Canva, and then you save it, and then put a description. And then I go in to Social Pilot and I just post it to all five socials. Um, so um, we should see a lot more shorts. Um, she also did some stuff with Facebook, with their social media stuff. Um, so she was able to give me some tips and tricks of when to start posting stuff and how often and everything else. So if everything works out, you're gonna see just like fucking whimsy, like twice a day. There's 45 shorts that are almost ready to go. So if I do what one a day, I'll probably go like yeah 5 days a week. That's 9 weeks, and then I'll have more of them by then. Um, so I don't know. Hopefully, we see more shorts. But it was kind of exciting to actually see some movement on the shorts side of things. So are comedies the only genre of like television and movie that have like real good like heartfelt moments? I don't know. I mean, I guess some of your action could, but Liam and I watched Ted Lasso season 2, episode 9, I think it is. Carol of the Bells, our favorite tradition for Christmas, and by far the best piece of holiday television for 30 minutes, I guess. I don't know. Absolutely love the episode. So, yeah, good to, yeah. So, I think that's it. All right. So, we watched Ted Lasso on the way home, Christmas Day. And there is something wildly special about this particular episode of Ted Lasso. Like it is, I'm going to go as far as saying it is a perfect episode of television, and then compound that with the holidays. So, but then I was thinking, right? So like, uh, it's a comedy. It's definitely listed as a comedy. It's funny, um, inspiring at times, but yeah, like what other genres give you the feels? Uh, because I know like a lot of your dramas probably. I don't know. This it's weird though. Like comedy, tends to break like make that crossover into the feels, I don't know, more naturally or just more often than any other genre that I'm thinking of. Um, and I could totally be biased right now because I just watched it, but uh, like Liam watched Creed, and at the end of Creed, he got all excited. So like there are moments in other movies, in other genre of movies, that give you the feels. Um, and I guess like some of your documentaries or some of like your based on a true story, like some of those I suppose would work. But they're also built that way. So like if you got a movie, I can't think of one. Seabiscuit? No. Secretariat? Like there's some feels at the back of that, but it's also like written that way, right? To be like feels all the way through. Whereas like Ted Lasso is comedy and then sneaks it in on you. Um, Absolutely the best episode of television for the holidays. I think it's a perfect episode. Um, you don't need to know all of Ted Lasso to totally fully appreciate this episode in season two. I say, and I will stand behind this for a while. Watch the first three episodes of Ted Lasso. At the end of season of episode three, you know exactly what the show will be. Um, Almost nothing about soccer. Um, but if you can get through the first three episodes of Ted Lasso and then you watch only the Christmas episode of season two, I think you can still fully appreciate everything that's happening. Um, so that's my hot take. But then it also gives me, oh, I guess part of the reason for that is, uh, do I like, I would label us as comedy, like whimsy comedy. So it gives me hope that maybe I can get some feels, sneak some fucking feels in on you guys. I don't know. I don't know. I think we get there a little bit. I see it in some of the comments. Um, like Andy absolutely adores all of the grandma episodes, like fucking just adores them. She doesn't comment on everything, but JJ and grandma episodes are the only things that she ever comments on. So I don't know. It was just interesting to be like, boom, Whimsy can start hitting some feels soon.
Go check out Whimsy with a Z, the podcast from Chasing the Whimsy. Whimsy with a Z is a brand new podcast where they meet and hang out with 6 teenagers each month to get to know what it's like to be a Generation Z in today's day and age. They'll discuss summer, first days of school, and maybe dive into the struggles that most teens face, but maybe not talk about. Join along as they break down the generation gap and better understand what it's like to be Generation Z. That's Whimsy with a Z. Chasing Whimsy, talking to Generation Z. A few new episodes up for you to listen to already, and make sure you subscribe to be notified of future releases. Whimsy with a Z is a podcast for teens, by teens, but parents are welcome and encouraged to also listen. You can stream it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and at the website chasingthewhimsy.com. That's Whimsy with a Z, the podcast. Go stream, download, and subscribe today.
Idea. Liam wants to do a road to 100, but doesn't know what that means. So I threw out the idea of the 5 W's of whimsy. So I think in the next 7-ish episodes, we'll just tackle the W's. Why are we podcasting? Who do we want? How? I don't know what a how is, but who, what, where, why, how. So I think it'll be interesting. Kind of do a nice wrap up of what we've done, what we're hoping for moving forward. So, Road to 100 is going to have the 5 W's of whimsy. I don't know why it came to me. So, Liam gets a lot of credit for the talent and the idea guy, right? So when I ask him a question, keeping him involved. He's like, road to 100. And I'm like, yes. What does that mean? He's like, I don't know. So I'm like, well, what does that look like? And then I was like, FYI, if you're gonna road to 100 for anything, you actually have to be on the podcast. And he's like, oh yeah. Uh, he's like, we'll see. And I'm like, well, I don't even know what that means. Um, think, all right. It bothers him. I think it kind of does. Okay, let's leave that out, and then let's just say with the new recorder, or even if I bring out the old setup, he really wants his fucking microphone. I think that's what he really fucking wants. So I think I can get him on a podcast more if I gave him a microphone, which I guess makes sense because Sophie, all she wanted to do was talk on all the microphones on Sunday. Um, but yes, one of the so what? Here's the fucking genius of the W's of Whimsy is it gives me 5 episodes. Like I have 5 of the next 7 episodes written. Genius. Um, I think it's really good too. Uh, I just have to figure out what order to put them in. But as we come up to 100, and as we slowly start to grow, and more people start to come in, right? One of the most daunting tasks is to jump into a podcast that's already 100 episodes in. Like, I don't know how much Tell 'em Steve Dave gets in new like subscribers. They're at 620 right now. So like I don't know if you see 600, like if you just don't subscribe to it because you're like I'm too far away. Um you can't do it with the regular podcast with Chasing the Whimsy. Like I think we're beyond trying to separate it because JJ brought up he called it something interesting. He was going to call it he called it seasons, right? He's like I haven't been on since season 1, which is like the most genius thing. And I wish he would have said that a year and a half or even 6 months ago. Would have been interesting to have like I wanted to like I'm not gonna be honest with you. I wanted to have done it for Chasing the Whimsy. Like for whatever reason, I want the number count on Chasing the Whimsy. That's just me. Um, but like Whimsy with the Z, those will probably get separated into seasons. Um, I should season these things like the Mind Pockets. I should have. No, I still could because we're still in the first year of Mind Pockets. So I could restart numbering them and go season 2, Mind Pocket 1. I don't know. I'm lost. I forgot what I was trying to get at. Okay, as we roll up to 100, the 5 W's is I think is genius, right? Because then it gives us 5 episodes to restate the vision of Whimsy, and then gives Liam and I an opportunity to reflect backwards and then also forwards. So like if we do the who, like who are we happy that we've gotten, and then who do we want in the future? So like the it's a genius idea. Like 5 episodes written, the W's of the past and the future, um, which will be interesting. Um, where like we hit where we've been, where we want to go. The hows are going to be different. I don't know how to do a how episode, but we'll figure it out. When I don't know what when. Okay, 3 of the 5 are easily written, I guess. But we'll figure it out. Uh, he has another idea for not for episode 100. I think it's coming up, but it is nice. Okay, the road to 100 would be nice for new people who are coming in that they only need to listen to 5 episodes to catch the highlights of what we've done in 100 episodes. So when new people are like, "Oh, I don't want to go through the whole backlog," you don't have to. Just hit the road to 100 and pick up from there. Um, Going back 5 episodes is a lot less daunting than trying to go back 100 episodes. But then it gives Lim and I a chance to like rededicate ourselves and then to promote what we've done and what we want to do. I think. I think that's what I was trying to go for. I don't know. It's been a weird week, but we're doing it because I can't come up with 8 more episodes. Jay Sarge is going to come on. I think I want him on for episode 99. Um, I did reach out to him. He's working on a new lo-fi beat for me because we got some stuff coming up first of the year. I want to get off the ground. So um, we have 93 coming up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7 episodes, and then the 8th episode would be 100. So I have 5 of 7 episodes. Jay Sarge is number 6, and now I just have to find a filler. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. I don't think I'm having a stroke because I don't smell burnt toast, but I smell something like I don't know. I can't place the smell. It's not electrical, but it's like a half. I don't know. I just woke up and I thought it was the AC, but it's not the AC. Like nothing has changed in this house. So I don't know. Maybe it was something like I don't know, but mm, everything seems to be fine. So uh, I am confident it is not a stroke. So I always make jokes that if you're having a stroke, you smell burnt toast. I definitely did smell burnt toast. But there was a moment of the other day that I would log into work, and it was like a like a quasi burning smell, but there's nothing burning, right? So uh, I thought it was the AC for a minute. I'm like, oh my god, my AC's on fire. I'm like, but that doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't think that happens. I don't think AC's just burst into flames. Plus, it's not running the like I don't know. So I turned the heater off, and then and it's I haven't smelt it since then. That's all I'm trying to get at. I don't think um, now it's not even funny. Like I haven't smelt it since. It could have just been like maybe something wafting in from like one of the neighbors. Maybe the neighbors were working on some shit in the backyard or whatever. Um, but yeah, for a minute, and then I think part of it too is I just get paranoid, right? Like I think I smell something, and then all of a sudden that's all I can smell for the like half of the day. So um, I'm confident that it's like half paranoia slash half outside things happening, but it wasn't. There's nothing in the house. I haven't smelled it since. I'm not cooking anything, so I don't know. But for a second, like I started losing my mind because like I couldn't identify it, and then walking around the house, right, like smelling everything. It wasn't electrical because like I know what an electrical smells like, and it wasn't like the trash, like like I needed to take the trash out. Like it wasn't one of those. It was something else. I don't know what it was, but not burnt toast. Nothing is on fire, so I think we're okay. I think I was just in my head. That's what I'm going to go with. Not often in the last year and a half does like my confidence waver with the podcast and whatever it is that we're trying to do. Um, Confidence got rattled like hard. Um, but I've been sitting on it. I'm moving on. Um, Remember Christmas, Kelly, mom, Nikki, other grandma, um, like they all got whimsy crew stuff. So I don't know. I was able to shake it off, but yeah, did not expect it. What's your post? Um, yeah, I don't know. Every once in a while, um, normally lack of sleep. I get in my head about things. Um, I had extra days off, like other than driving for like what seemed like 4 days. Uh, I don't know, but rattled for a minute, boom, came back, right? Um, thank you for the comments, Andy, everybody else. Uh, but yeah, um, just the idea like that we got all like the whimsy stuff for Christmas to like help promote it. We got some bag ideas. We got business cards. We got some new merch ideas. Um, and then just like the idea that mom, her gift is going to help me find others, like other family. So like it left fairly quickly. I sat on it and pouted for a day, and then it kind of just dissipated. But like super confident right now is I got the social media lady. I'm still having a blast. Like I'm having fun with it. And just the idea of just the continued support, kind of just help me roll through it a little bit. Um, so yeah, just thank you, Mom, Nikki, Kelly, other grandma, Liam. He doesn't show it as much, but I know he likes the podcast. So, but I think that's why I want to do the road to 100, the 5 Ws of whimsy, so that Liam can kind of just reassure everybody that he still wants to do this. And if he doesn't, like, holy hell, that'd be weird. But at least, like, I don't know. I know he still wants to do it. Because we chit chatted about it. So, um, yeah, never to the point where I'm like, I just don't want to do it anymore. It was just like, I don't know, it's a bad day. And then boom, back on track. Um, and then shit's moving forward. I have a meeting on the 29th, a pre interview for a ladies online TV show. I don't know. I don't know. I just saw an ad for it, so I was like, click yes. So as soon as I understand what the hell I just signed up for on the 29th, I'll let you guys all know, and I'll make sure that there's links and everything for it. Um, but coming into like 2025, right? So much stuff happening, and um, it needs uh, the, the the focus of like we got panels coming up, we got cons coming up. Um, we're branching out to Whimsy Studios, so I don't know, a lot of cool stuff happening. I think there's another Mind Pocket coming up. Um, but yeah, just wanted to just take a second and just rethank everybody for all your ongoing support and thank yous. Um, man, it's been a fun ride, and we're still going. So um, I did buy some new business cards. Thank you, Nikki. And then we're going to start looking at Patreon plug real quick. I'll say it again. Sign up for the free Patreon because they're going to be a picture of the January gift. I've already said that they're coasters. I'll show you one of the coasters. They're gonna be super cool. But there'll be 4 of them this for January. Um, if you're not signed up for the gift tier and you want those coasters, sign up before the end of the month. And then in January, as soon as I see that payment go through, boom, I'll send you guys your fucking coasters. Um, yes, because you need this month and next month. Okay, I think that's all. There's 11 of them, so we got 2 more. I think there's a possible restructuring of the family tree project. Um, there was a gift. I might find other family on the other side of the world or wherever. Um, so I might not be able to. I don't know. There was a what was it? Oh no, here's what it was. Um, Mom watched Coach. I watched Coach. There was an episode where he looks for the Van Dams, right? So I was thinking, like, that's kind of like the journey the family tree is, right? Is finding all the other Van Dams. Um, so I don't know. I think I have an idea, restructure it a little bit. I just worry about time zones, language barriers. So I don't know. I like talking with everybody, but there might be a couple episodes where um, I don't know. I go all journalist on it, and then like I'll do a report on somebody type thing. Like obviously, my grandparents aren't alive, so maybe I could do some research, and then I would do a couple episodes where I would just talk about them. I guess I don't know. I'm still in its infancy, but um, looking at other options. That was hard to listen to. I'm sorry. I was all over the place, man. All right, so family tree, we're talking to family. Boom, right? But then, right, there are I want to still get into long form like video content, like some of the stuff you see on like regular YouTube. So some of it might be I don't know where it was. I don't know what I was watching. I know part of it was Coach, but then remind me of something else. I have to rewatch that Van Damme episode. He got a book. Okay, so Luther Van Damme in Coach submits, and then does he get like a book of like his family history? And then he realizes that there's a bunch of okay, that's what it was, right? He signs up and then mails in for his family history to come back in, right? So like every once in a while, like the Bio channel or like some of those other channels, right, where they grab celebrities and the guy comes in and does a bunch of research of like here's where your grandparents lived and here's what they did and they were fucking poor, then they were married into like king, and then like boom, okay, so you have like the whole breakdown of that celebrity's like lineage. So could I find that, right? Um, because I think that's what he did. He got a big. I could just be making this up now. I have no idea. But okay, if I can find some information of like like basically if there is an episode in which I could be like, here's where the family started in 1825, and then like trickled down, took over this part of the Philippines, and then came down and moved and took over this part of Texas. Like that is what I was kind of referring to. Is not every episode needs to be an interview. I don't know. That took 7 minutes to explain that. Is that not every episode needs to be an interview? That's the beauty of my pockets, guys. That's why I do it. I need this conversation to talk it out loud because I don't have a sounding board like I used to, right? I used to bounce ideas off of people and just uh, like I need to have this worthless piece of crap conversation to kind of get everything in order. So I appreciate everybody who listens to my pockets and follows me on this thought journey of like how all of that came up to not all episodes need to be interviews. So good. Um, I gotta talk to Nikki because she has the 23andMe. So like I'm curious um, on like what kind of info you get once you submit it. So, um, but yes, Family Tree is gonna get hit hard next year because I'm gonna go global instead of just the handful of people that I know. So thank you, Mom. Whimsy's gonna go global. Oh my God, can I fly out there? I mean, I'm not going to. Not for year three. Year four, we're taking a trip to the Philippines. We're going to talk to all the people over there, take some pictures, see where everybody grew up. That'd be cool. Um, but yeah, we're going to go global. If we go global, not everything will necessarily need to be a one-on-one interview. Took a minute to get there.
Liam wants to do an award show for episode 100. I want to do the award show for year 2. Award shows are every year, right? So we watch the Oscars and the Emmys and the Golden Globes and the Grammys every year. So to me, it makes sense to do it yearly. Other problem we have is in 8 weeks, will we be ready to do an award show for 100? So I don't know. Liam says that's what he wants to do, but he doesn't want to do any of the homework with me. So as maybe a test run to see if he actually wants to do the award show for 100 is maybe this weekend we do like a test run for because I know he's going to want to shoot from the hip, but a couple of shows, Peacock, Netflix, they have the best of 2024. So maybe if we record this weekend, maybe we can like Liam and I can go over some of the big stories and happenings that happened in 2024.
My opinion is that we, for the anniversary show in July every year, we're going to do an award show. I don't know exactly what that means yet, but conceptually, just like any other award show, you got categories, right? Favorite episode, favorite quote, favorite guest, favorite location. Like, I don't know. I come up with 10 of them, and then fairly inexpensive, like make little pins, like medals, smaller than the ones that the JJ and Liam win when they fucking compete, but a gesture, like right, okay. So, like, best guest would be like, boom, Nikki, and then I can send that to Nikki, and then she can have a Whimsy medal for the 2024 Whimsy Awards. Um, it makes sense to me to do it yearly. Liam wants to do it every 100 episodes. And I'm like, well, that's like every year and a half. I don't know. So, this kid is amazing. A lot. Knowing that he can't live stream and we can't video right now, right? So, knowing that all of that, Liam's like, award show, I want a podium. I'm like, for what? Like, he wants to do like the full, like, production of it. And I'm like, dude, no one's gonna see you because no one can see you yet. But he already has this idea of like possibly dressing up, uh, maybe a little jacket and stand behind a podium as he reads off the fucking awards, which I think is absolutely adorable. Um, Maybe we could record it. Two problems. I can't get it all done in 8 weeks. There's a very reasonable reality that says I have to do the majority of the legwork on this thing. And I would prefer to wait until after first of the year, um, and then start planning some stuff. I'd like to get you guys involved, put out some polls, have people vote, and do an actual voting thing on it. Um, so we'll see. So the idea, right? So if Liam's like, just give me a list of the winners and I'll just fucking go for it, right? So that's what he wants to do. Um, like I said, Peacock has Kevin Hart, Kel Thompson, Keenan Thompson, sorry, and then Jeff Ross on Netflix. They did a 2024 wrap up. They're both about an hour long, and they kind of just rapid fire joked through some of the highlights throughout the year. Um, there's so much stuff that happened this year that I don't think you could do it full justice in an hour, to be fair. But it would be interesting to see what Liam is aware of what happened throughout the year. Um, like to be fair, like I would have to go back and research a bunch of it too. But you had like most recently the election, this Luigi and the CEO assassination. You had the bridge boat collision earlier. Um, the Olympics, right? So you had the breakdancer in the Olympics, like that was a thing for a minute. Um, Chasing the Whimsy goes to Chronicon, like that's a big one. A couple of the deaths that we've seen, like the have like an in memoriam section. Like it's so hard, like that's so lame because I only named like four things of a year of like just like craziness. Meme stocks uh, started hitting again. They're still hitting. Like 2025, prepared to see some more meme stock conversation because GameStop is up like it's up. Um, Roaring Kitty made a post a little while ago, a couple of days ago. Um, where are we at in the week? Like it's moving all over the place, but it's up like 7%, 8% over the week. Um, like there's so many ups and downs on this thing, like it's crazy. Nope, hold on, I was looking at the wrong one. It's up 6% over the week and up 5% over the month. Over the year, it's up 93%. So, um, so meme stocks are a thing. Uh, Biden, there's a lot of election stuff. Jon Stewart came back. The Super Bowl. Now I'm just gonna start listing things that I. Okay, hold on. The end of Yellowstone. The end of the Eras tour. Um, God, there's so much stuff happening. I can't even go them all. But obviously, we Google it, we prep it. But if Liam wants to do an award show and he wants to shoot from the hip, then we should do a 2024 wrap up and see what he can put together in a half a day and see what we could record. Um, and see what it sounds like, I guess. I don't know. It was just an idea. We probably won't do it. Um, yeah, we probably won't do it. But I did text him. So we should, in theory, be recording this weekend. I have no idea. Um, so 50-50 if episode 93 is the 2024 wrap up.
Totally had an idea. Megan had the exact same idea. Um, but between the two cons that we're doing in 2025, we have to do like 5 different panels, like minimum 5 panels. Obviously, we can take one from June and move it over to November. So like we're trying to come up with ideas for like 3 different panels that we can reuse if necessary. But we both came up with the idea for like an episode 0, um, which is super awesome. So I'll tell you a little bit about it.
Hey there, Whimsy
Hold on,
fans.
hold on, hold on. Pause,
We
pause,
wanted
pause. Okay. I was looking at something, and then I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So I had an idea that I wanted to do, and then Megan had the exact same idea. Uh, so one of the panels that we want to do, all right, no one else is going to see this. Like, let's be fair. Like, I'm not going to spoil too much. Like, we're going to do a panel at Fan Fusion, like 200 people. I don't think any of those 200 people will see this. All right. So here's one of the ideas that I had, and I think she kind of built off of that. Is as we start the panel, right? I would mingle. I'd find somebody like probably like a JJ, like a 9 or a 10-year old, and be like, "Hey, come up here real quick," and then have them talk to me um, about something that they're passionate about: books, video games, Minecraft, Fortnite. Right. So the idea of the panel would be like, here's how easy podcasting is. Okay. So then the idea would be I would talk to said kid, right, for like 6 minutes, right, and then it also ties into like podcasting as a superpower. So like if I can get a kid, right, who's probably nervous as all hell to be in front of 200 people, if I can get them talking about Minecraft or whatever it is that they're passionate about, Taekwondo, right? Then they kind of forget that there's 200 people there and they just fucking go, right? So the idea would be like, hey, everybody, get your kids fucking podcasting because like you put them in front of a microphone and you'll see a completely different kid, um, right? Like we've seen over the year. So we would record 6 minutes of that. Then I would step off to the side. Megan would fill in for like 10 minutes. And then what I would do is I would take that 6 minute conversation I had with said kid, I would take it, edit it real quick, create like a logo, similar to what I did with JJ, right? And then I would post it on like Spotify, right? Within that 10 minutes. Okay. And then I would come back in and be like, hey, everybody, just FYI, here's how easy it is to podcast. That conversation I just had with that kid is currently now on Spotify. So their episode 0 of fucking little Johnny's Minecrafts is technically right now edited and online. So the interesting thing would be is as we're talking to these people would be like it's not as scary as you think it is because I was able to take that conversation and post it within 10 minutes, and for free. And then the whole idea would be like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. So that was part of one of my ideas. And then Megan was like, why don't we just do that the whole hour? Um, and what she wants to, what we're thinking is like an episode 0 panel where we would chat a little bit and then invite like I don't know 4 people up and just have them record their episode 0, just to kind of show people what it looks like to podcast and then give people the opportunity to podcast themselves. Um, I think it's a super good idea. Obviously, there's a couple of things we got to work out. Like, I think that one would fit better for TuSCon, but we're also in the very infancy of the idea and the conversation. So huge kudos to fucking Megan for coming up with episode 0 and recording those for the panels. I think it's a super cool idea. So, super cool that she's all like getting into it. So, she's going to be a uh, big help for the panels. Um, would like to try to live stream those. I got to find a camera guy. I did reach out to somebody from our past. Yeah. And was like, hey, I'm trying to get some shit together. No reply back. So I'm like, all right, like I'm not going to go begging, to be fair. Uh, but yeah, I reached out to someone from our past to see if he wanted to help out with anything, and I have not heard back. Let's check my emails real quick. I'm going to go a little bit long because I need the hours. Yeah, so that's fun. Um, I don't know. I like the idea of it's going to be fun. We're going to see a couple episodes in the future where we're going to test our panel ideas. I think that's fair. Give us a nice practice run. Um, hit some of the beats that we want to make sure that we hit, time it. So you guys will get an exclusive look as we workshop our panels. And then I'm going to try and get those recorded so you guys can actually see what the full panel looks like. All right. That's it for Wine Pockets. We got some commercials. We got some ads. We'll wrap this thing up and get you guys out of here. I don't know where my play button is. Hold on.
Take a moment away from the fun
Boom.
to express how much your support and contributions mean to us. If you're liking what you're hearing from us so far, we'd like to invite you to show us some love on our new Patreon. Starting at just $1 a week, you can help us keep the whimsy coming. That's not just our podcast, but live streams and new projects on the horizon as well. All members get special shout out during our live streams. If you're comfortable giving a little more, please take a look at our gift tier. These gifts are hand-picked by the Whimsy crew to bring more curiosity, fun, and whimsy to you as thanks for your support. Every little bit counts, and whether you support us by listening and subscribing to our podcasts, holding court on our lives, or subscribing to our Patreon, thank you for helping us keep the magic alive and the mics on. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy, or follow the link on our YouTube channel at Chasing the Whimsy. Thank you again for all the support. Whimsy!
Thank you to Andy, Nikki and your family, Megan and your family, Joyce, Ann, Enderfrog, EC1, Gooster, Nina M, Violet, Anna, my dad, and Courtney for the paid subscriptions. This number is going to go crazy moving into next year. I think. I'm hope God, because I'm going to promote that we're donating some of the Patreon proceeds to the holiday donation on top of my donation. So, like, we're going to promote that a little bit. I'm going to do, I forgot who it was, and I feel super bad. Someone had a really cool idea. I don't remember who it was. I'm sorry. I'm going to create another tier on the Patreon for like a one-time donation of like X dollars. And then they would, then all of that like tier of that, right, would go straight to the holiday fund. So like if for whatever reason you're like, I don't, I don't want the weekly or the monthly subscription fee coming out, or you don't want any of the fucking sweet ass merch that we have creating, and you just want to do the one time donation, boom, I can put that out there. Um, Patreon keeps updating me, let me know that there's different ways in different tiers that I can do. Like if you like a offer a discount for a yearly, so instead of all you tens spending $120 a year, maybe I just tag it for like $100. I don't know. But Patreon is going to be going. Uh, I hope like let's see. So we've been doing it since what, August technically. We'll call it August. There was a small July week, so August, September, October, November, December. So for 5 months, we haven't seen any news. December. I'll let you guys know about it, but I'm not super pushing it because of the holidays. But boom, we're out of the holidays. I need your fucking money. Um, it's going to go to a good cause. We got some new artists. J Sarge is working on some stuff for us. We're donating some stuff to uh, the family assistance program for the holidays. So, like, we're going to do some really cool stuff with it. Um, I am looking at a bunch of sweet new merch. We're going to get away from the coasters and the wood conceptually. I think March might be magnets, but I'm not sure yet. But yeah, we're just gonna build it up a little bit. Boom, we're gonna double this by. I don't think that's impossible. Another 5 months puts us at okay. By the end of year 2, let's double this. Let's have like 25 people, and then that would be. I don't know. We're gonna figure out that's a fucking 2025 issue, to be honest with you. Like, there's only 3 days left. I got Monday show. I got to work tonight. But yeah, so we're gonna work on the Patreon stuff. So thank everybody for the Patreon. If you haven't signed up for the free one, please sign up for the free one. You'll see some exclusive pictures of the coaster, one of the coasters that we're gonna be sending out next month. The comic strip, J Sarge's new video, like all that stuff is coming up pretty soon. What else? I don't know. It helps. Please. Um, somewhere I need to get better at fucking selling. You listen to anybody else, and they're like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. Kevin Smith was fucking like shameless. He was just like plugging his shit for days. He's like, "Give me your money," right? And for whatever reason, I still feel weird about asking you guys for fucking money. Um, like I feel like I have to justify it, and I really don't. I shouldn't. Like we're putting out like a a quality shit, like 4 shows. We got 4 shows. Like paying $1 a show per like month. That's what it comes down to. Like it's 25 cents an episode. Like holy crap. Like when you put it into perspective like that. So moving into 25, like I'm gonna I'm trying to get better at selling the Patreon. Uh, which is weird because I can be shameless about other things, I guess. Just for whatever reason, I always feel bad. Like, because it's not begging, and I have to fucking wrap my head around that it's not begging for money. It goes to a good cause. It helps the podcast. It's going to help us keep doing cool shit. So I just got to remember those bullet points. Maybe put those on a business card. Help make cool shit. Thank you for your help. Boom. Like that's all it needs to say. 908. Hold on. Let's see if see if it gives me an updated number on my hour count here. We're just gonna check some stuff here real quick. Don't go anywhere, guys. Like we're literally done. I just have to. All right. So what is like the 27th? Okay. No. I don't think it's gonna give me full up to date. Oh shoot, there is a way to do it. Oh, I don't know how to do it. Hold on. I don't know how to do it without jacking up everything. I can do. There's a button somewhere that lets me look at. Where's I don't know how to do it. I don't know. I need 185 hours. A couple people already left. Like fuck it, peace out. I think I averaged like 7 of you for an hour, so that's 7 more. Minus the 85 is 85, 73. Like I need 173 more hours. So over the next 3 days, this is a completely arbitrary number. Like I don't have to do anything before first of the year. I just think it would be cool to do it before first of the year. But when you guys aren't doing anything with your phone or like when you go to sleep, boom, hit that fucking lo-fi video, hit one of the playlists, and just let that shit play. Right? I just need to do 7 to just let it play for like 10 hours twice a day, and then we hit it. So um, it's gonna be a fun weekend. I have no idea what we're doing this weekend. We got the kids, we got all the Christmas gifts, we got fucking blocks like crazy. Um, it's gonna be a good time. So in theory, we'll have Liam. I don't know. It's 50-50 coin toss. All right. That's all I got. I can't drag it out any longer. Let's finish off the last of the animation here. Super loud. I am so sorry for that. My bad. We're done. End of Mind Pockets 40. This was the last Mind Pockets of 2024. We've done 40 of these things this year. I look forward to the next 40. I guess I call them season. I don't know. But we're going to have, this last one. So we're wrapping up 2024 pretty quick here, guys. This is Last Mind Pockets. Monday's the last episode of the 2024, and then Nooners. So it's been fun. I'm having a blast. So I have to get ready for work now. I don't want to. All right, that's all. I'll see you guys all on Monday. Again, Monday. We got some Christmas updates for what I was getting to know me. Some TV stuff that I saw, and then we're gonna go deep dive down the fucking rabbit hole for Ben's top 10 uh, things that he watched in 2024. Leave some comments of what you think my number one pick is. I don't think you guys will. I don't think any of you guys will guess it, but it has been one that I've been. It's the one I talked about the most or the longest. I guess I don't know. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you guys on Monday. Whoop, whimsy.